What's up, everybody? My name is Scooch, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, we got through the first day, and we're on the second day, and we're about to get to the point where we have to share our poems, which I am totally favoring Yuri because she is the baby girl. So let's get started, but I do want to say that this episode's not going to be that long because I have things that I really have to edit today, so I'm sorry if this one falls short compared to the other two. Anyways, I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Am I gonna get roofied? Is that where the game gets weird? Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. And a nice cup of scooch, not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, wait, isn't her speaking mannerisms all elegant as well? She, likes elegant words and everything? I don't know. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? No. Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Scooch in club activities? My mouth gapes! Monica, shut your goddamn mouth! Don't you ever get in my business again. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then, let's go, Scooch. What the hell? What is going on? That was creepy of both of them. I guess not creepy, just unexpected. Yuri just snapped out of nowhere, and Monica was snotty. She was getting in my grill. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Isn't that a one-person job? Monica, you shut your dumb ass up. Don't you ever jump in my conversations again. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. You guys notice how I'm making myself sound a lot manlier? Scooch! How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify... I'm gonna stop doing that. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Scooch, I really like being friends with you. Ha ha ha! Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Nothing. Anyway, I once had a date where something very similar to this happened. Alright, let's just glaze over that. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Do we now? Scooch, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? Hoo-hoo! In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. You go, Yuri, that's good. I like your quiet demeanor, but girl, you shine when you need to. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Scooch. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Scooch, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Huh? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with the book against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. With my back against the wall, right? Or did she say the book again? That doesn't make sense. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. We are merging, becoming one being. Yuruch, or Scuri. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Time to have a meltdown. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me a teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a posture that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Holy moly, I'm having the old brain farts. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I'm sorry, but chocolate wrapper just made me think of 50 Cent. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. Let me feed you. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Now I'm just gonna fucking tear up this chocolate while she reads. Come on, Scooch! Why are you gonna let your fatness take over your need to get close to the girl? Anyways, Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Scooch. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. You were just helping. That's something that friends do. Friends, right? Buddy old pal, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. That's all we'll ever be. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, and this time, I take a handful of chocolates and put my fist in her mouth. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Wow, the music just stopped. You're starting to creep the shit out of me, Monica. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Scooch, you can help Yuri put the tea stuff away, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Why? Just bring it up. Say, Yuri, you must really like chocolate. Was Monica was part of the other one, right? No, she wasn't. The other one was Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri, right? The one about the ghost, the really simple one that has the rhyme change at the end, and then the sunlight one, and then the one about peering through the wall. Yeah, okay, all four of them were there. Why is Monica at the bottom now? Wasn't Yuri at the bottom last time? Monica, you're starting to get a little weird to me. Monica, hi again, Scooch. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Doesn't romantic mean... romantic doesn't mean in doing with love. Doesn't it mean like an exaggerated way to express something or something like that? I don't know. I'm stupid. Anyways, or when she talks about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm just kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait! Really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Alright, you shut up, Monica. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, I want to make sure I hear all the differences in the piano music. Save me. The colors. They won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise. It won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Speaking, screeching, piercing. Why is the Q an upside-down cross? Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me! Load me? With what? Is Monica breaking the fourth wall this one? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? It's almost as if you know I'm playing a game, Monica. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. No, I never said that. It's just, a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. I noticed. That was a long-ass piece of paper, Monica. Choosing where and how you space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Ahaha! Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Hey, it's Scooch. I'm just making a quick interjection to say that I noticed that in the poem, she said red, blue, green, and that is just a reference to RGB, which is behind television screens and stuff. So this girl is conscious of the fact that she's in a video game. I noticed that in post, so I had to awkwardly add this in. You smell great. Or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Ahaha! That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, I'm gonna do one more of these, and then we're gonna have to put it all to a close. So let's do Natsuki next, because she's the other girl I care the least about. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. Huh? What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep-sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And you keep your goddamn voice down. Natsuki, you shit. You know Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Yeah, she's a little shit. She didn't even read it. Alright, let's do one more. One more. No! I like this one, Scooch. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes, you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Scooch. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself for once. Or once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug. and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Scooch. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Alright. Yeah, all the songs are a little bit different, right? Or am I stupid? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Huh? It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo. And Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about this. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself in this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Ah, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Wait. I wonder if this is one of those times. That sounded like foreshadowing, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. She drops everything in 1 week. Is she gonna die in a week? I'm gonna just keep making new slots. I'm gonna keep making new slots, friends. Yuri, the baby girl. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Scooch, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why? You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try and give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would always just laugh at me. I relate on the I always only write for myself because I have so much stuff that I've never showed anyone when it comes to music. And I kind of understand where she's coming from, so I'm glad I chose Yuri because she's the greatest goyol ever. Anyways, do you really think like that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote yesterday? Yeah, I do, if it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I give the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, a what? I don't know what that says. The raccoon, An edge? An urge? The raccoon and urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've grown quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. She feeds herself metaphorically because making something happy is something that she likes to do? I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Scooch?
No.
Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Scooch. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, that's a save. Thank you for watching this episode. If you like it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, or do whatever you can to remind me that I'm awesome, because I think that you're awesome and you have an awesome face, and I hope you have an awesome day. Until the next episode, I will see you again. I really hope nothing happens to Yuri. Or any of them, TBH. They're all pretty cool.